Dear student, welcome you all in our today's session. So, as you can see that today we are going to discuss about on the topic case study. In previous lecture, I have already discussed about descriptive research, experimental research, diagnostic research, and statistical research. And now, in present lecture, I am going to discuss about case study. What is case study? So, without further ado, let's start our today's lecture. So, as you can see that case study method is a qualitative research approach that provides a comprehensive and detailed examination of a single case or a small number of cases within a real world context. It is a particularly useful for exploring complex phenomena, generating in-depth understanding, and providing insights that might not be achievable through other research methods. This in-depth study will discover the definition, characteristics, types, and consideration, data collection methods, analysis techniques, interpretation, ethical consideration, and examples of case study methodology. So, we can say that the case study method is a way to learn about and understand a real life situation, problem, or a challenge by examining it in depth. It is like being gathering the clues and piecing together the puzzle to get the whole picture. You start by selecting a specific case that interests you, like a business, a person, or an organization, and then you collect as much information as possible about the case through interviews, observation, documents, and any other sources. So, as you gather the data, you analyze it to identify the patterns, themes, and relationships. This helps you to understand what's going on and what's causing the problem or challenges. And next, you identify the key issues and develop a potential solution or recommendations. It is like coming up with a plan to solve the mystery. And finally, you put your solution into action and evaluate how well they work. So, the case study method is a very useful because it helps you to learn from the real world examine. So, it is not just about the reading about something in a book, it is about experiencing it firsthand. This approach also helps you to develop a critical thinking and problem solving skills, which are very essential in many areas of life. By examining a single case in depth, you gain a deeper understanding of the complexities and very involved. So, the case study method is commonly used in a business, education, sociology, and other areas. In business, it helps to entrepreneurs and managers to understand customers' needs, market trends, and competitive strategies in education. It is used to teach theoretical concepts and promote the critical thinking. And research, it contributes to the development of a new theories, and frameworks. While the case study method has a many benefits, it also has some limitations. If we talk about the drawbacks, so one drawback is that it focuses on a single case, which may not be representative of other situations. And additionally, researcher bias and interpretations can influence and findings. So finally, conducting a case can be a time consuming and requires the extensive data collection and analysis. So overall, the case study method is a powerful tool for learning and understanding the complex situations in depth. You can gain a valuable insight and a practical knowledge that can be applied in many areas of life. Now, next we are going to discuss about the definition of case study methodologies. So here I have mentioned a definition about the case study methodology. A case study is an empirical inquiry that investigates a contemporary phenomena within its real life context, especially when the boundaries between phenomena and context are not clearly evident. The case study method involves an in-depth longitudinal examination of a single instance or event, providing a systematic way of looking at events, collecting data, analyzing information, and reporting the results. So overall, we can see that case study method is one of the best method to analyze the information in depth. Now, here we are going to discuss about the characteristics of case study method. So here, as you can see that few characteristics of case study methods are mentioned. So as you can see that the first one is focus on the case. That means the central focus is on understanding the uniqueness and complexity of a particular case or cases. In simple terms, we can say that the case study methods zooms in on a single case, like magnifying the glass to understand it in a great detail. This means that the researcher focuses on a specific situation, person, or organization to gather in-depth information. Now, the second one is contextual analysis. If we talk about the contextual analysis, that means it emphasizes is placed on a contextual condition within which the case exists. In simple terms, we can understand it. The case study method consider the context in which the cases exist. So, this means looking at the environment, circumstances, and the background that surround the case. It is like taking a photo of the case, but also including the sensory around it to understand its place in the world. Now, the third one is use of multiple sources of evidence. Data is collected from the various sources such as the documents and records, interviews, direct observation, participant observation, and the physical artifacts. So we can say that case study methods use multiple sources of information like interviews, documents, observation, and surveys. This helps to get a more complete and picture of a case, like putting together a puzzle with many pieces. Now, the next one is triangulation. If we talk about the triangulation, the use of multiple sources of evidence to ensure the reliability and validity of the findings. Triangulations means using the different methods and sources to confirm the findings to ensure the validity and reliability of the findings. It is like checking your answers to make sure they are correct or not. By using the multiple sources and methods, researchers can increase an accuracy and reliability of their findings of their results. Now, the last one is exploratory, descriptive, or explanatory nature. Case studies can be exploratory, descriptive, or explanatory depending on the research questions and objectives. Case studies can be exploratory, descriptive, and explanatory in nature. If we talk about the case studies, so the researcher might use one or more these approaches to understand the case in depth. So by using these characteristics, the case study methods provides a comprehensive and a detailed understanding of real life situations, making it a more powerful tool for research and learning. After discussing about the characteristics of case study, now let's discuss about the types of case studies. So as you can see that the first one is exploratory case studies. Exploratory case studies aim to explore a phenomena to lay the groundwork for the future, more detailed studies. They are often used to identify research questions and hypotheses for the further investigation. So, if we talk about the exploratory case studies, so that means exploratory case studies are like scouting missions. They aim to explore a new or a unfamiliar topic, identifying the key issues and gather the insight. These studies are often used when there are little knowledge about the subject or when a new phenomena emerges. The goal is to gain a deeper understanding of a situation, identify the patterns, and develop a hypothesis for the further research. Now, the second one is descriptive case studies. Descriptive case studies, it provides the detailed descriptions of a phenomena within its context. They are useful for describing the characteristics and dynamics of a specific case. So we can say that descriptive case studies are like painting a picture. They aim to describe a situation, person, or organization in detail, highlighting the context, its characteristics, and features. These studies are often used to document a unique or exceptional case, like a successful business or a remarkable individuals. The goal is to provide a comprehensive and accurate description of the case without analyzing or interpreting it. Now, the next one is explanatory case studies. If we talk about the explanatory case studies, so as the word suggests, explanatory case studies seeks to explain the causes and effects of a phenomena. They are often used to answer how and why and are useful for understanding the causal relationship. In short, we can say that explanatory case studies are like solving a puzzles. They aim to explain why something happens, how it works or what causes a particular phenomenon. These studies are often used to investigate a specific issues like if we talk about the explanatory case studies, so these studies are often used to investigate a specific issues like a problem or a success stories. The goal is to identify the underlying factors, mechanism or relationship that contributes to the outcome. So in short, we can say that explanatory case studies explore the new topics, identifying key factors, key issues, and gather the insight. And if we talk about the descriptive case studies generally describe a situation, person, or organization in detail. And if we talk about the explanatory case studies, so basically, explanatory case studies explain why something happens and how it works or what causes a particular phenomena. Now, next we are going to discuss about instrumental case studies. So if we talk about the instrumental case studies, basically instrumental case studies provide an insight into an issue of a theory. The case itself is of secondary interest, serving as a means to understand something else. In other way, we can understand instrumental case studies like an instrumental case study is like using a tool to achieve a specific goal. It focuses on a particular case to gain the insight into a larger issue or phenomenon. The case is used as an instrument or a means to explore a broader research questions. So the goal is to learn something new about the issue rather than just understanding the case itself. Example, studying a successful company to learn about the effective leadership strategies. If we talk about collective case studies, so collective case studies involve studying a multiple cases or sequentially to generate a broader understanding of a phenomenon. So, a collective case study is just like putting together a photo album. It involves studying a multiple cases to gain a deeper understanding of a phenomenon. By examining several cases, researcher can identify a patterns, themes, and relationships that might not be apparent from a single case. The goal is to develop a more comprehensive understanding on a particular issue. Take an example of collective case studies, like studying several successful companies to identify common factors that contribute to their success. So now we will understand how instrumental case studies differ from collective case studies. So if we talk about the instrumental case studies, basically it focuses on a single case to explore a broader issues. And on the other hand, collective case studies examine some multiple cases to gain a deeper understanding of a phenomenon. So, if we talk about the instrumental case studies, it studies a single successful entrepreneur to learn about their strategies and apply those insights to the broader questions. And if we talk about the collective case studies, that means study multiple successful entrepreneurs to identify common traits experiences, and strategies that contribute to their success. So, these are the types of case study methods. Thank you.